Alright, I'm gonna jump in with putting the turbo together. Garrett GT28. Coolant is on. Installing the drain, oil drain for the turbo. All this in here. It seals good. This bolt is tough to get. This exhaust flange is right above the bolt hole. Alright. Rest of this green. Supply port. Alright, now I'm going to install the Banjo bolts for the coolant line for the turbo. The copper crush washers that need to go on either side of it. $17mm to tighten down this Banjo bolt. Banjo bolt. This one's going to get angled about 15 degrees just to come out, clear this area. I'm gonna move on, trying to run the coolant hoses for the turbo. We got this little hose here on the throttle body. It's gonna tap into that, and then there's another one over here on the back side of the block that we're gonna be doing too. I just got this water hose on. It's a total pain in the ass. Once you pull that hose, the factory one, it just starts pumping coolant out because it's the lowest point. So make sure if you're doing this that you are ready with this hose with the hose clamp on it to get it on there right away, because it just pumps coolant out. Alright, we got the coolant hoses ran for the turbo. Still waiting to get it mounted in there before I plumb those, but I'm gonna take off this intake snorkel, start getting stuff out of the way, because I put that front mount heat exchanger on there. Ended up picking up a HKS intake snorkel that hopefully will free up a little bit here. Won't be quite as restrictive. Alright, assembling the front mount radiator for the intercooler system. Put a little 545 Loctite on here. You need to have both the fittings going the same way. Both the hoses are going to come up that side. Brackets on here. Alright, got the brackets on there. I think this thing looks really good. It's going to look sweet on the front of the car. Alright, gotta throw it in. Alright, got this front mount radiator heat exchanger for the water to air intercooler all in. I think it looks pretty sweet. Alright, keep moving on. Take off the horn and get the wiring out of the way. This is where the water pump's going to go for the water to air intercooler. Just taking the paint down to the metal here to make a good connection with the ground. Alright, get in the fuse box to add a fuse for the intercooler pump. It's a 30 amp wiper fuse right here that we're going to pull. And then we're going to add it. This guy. took a guitar string and I ran it down through this little hole. It comes out the side where the alternator cable is mounted on the side of it. So I'm going to take this guy. Hopefully this will work. Alright. I'm going to tape the wire to the guitar string and then pull it through. I gotta drill a little hole here for the mounting bracket for the intercooler pump. Woo. The horn back up here. This relay. Alright, just going to be connecting power wire here. Alright, got that wired up. Just going to put this bracket on. Alright, intercooler pump here. Screw that up in. Alright, so for the next part, need to, there's some vacuum hoses on the top and bottom side of the intake manifold that have to get clamps on them. If you don't put clamps on them, once the boost hits, they just pop right off and you have huge vacuum leaks. So it's going to be a pain. I'm going to take off the throttle body and the AC pump. Should make enough room to get in there, but we'll see. Alright, I'm putting a clamp on this hose here, both sides. Just pull that guy off. Alright, clamp on this guy here, and this one up here. Alright, moving on with this clamp kit. I took the throttle body off. I have unbolted the AC condenser, but I'm going to try to leave it there as much as I can because I don't want to take the belt off. I just popped this hose off and I'm going to throw a clamp on there. And there should be another one on the back side. I think another one under there too. It's going to be a pain in the ass. I just got the hose clamps done for the vacuum hoses. This guy here and two of them right underneath. They were a little bit of a pain, and then there's one under the throttle body too. It wasn't too bad though. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Alright, start putting together this diverter valve. Alright, just tapped into the brake booster here. A little T-fitting. And running the vacuum up to the diverter valve here. I'll get that installed when the intake's all done, but I just wanted to get it set. Alright, I'm going to be trimming these two fins here to make room for the intercooler. I'm just going to try to take the edge off of it. I might use the Dremel tool actually. alternator bracket's coming off, and that's where one of the intercooler brackets is going to go. Good. All right, got the injector cover and the injector computer. All the wiring's all wrapped, and just put the turbo bracket on and work on getting the turbo mounted. All right, got the turbo mounted, hopefully for the last time. I just got down there, hooked up the up pipe to the header. Water lines ran, got coil feed hooked up, there's another water line down the back, and moving on to the intake piping. Just got the intercooler all mounted up. I'm gonna run the piping to it now. Alright, got everything done, it's all plumbed up. I'm going to add coolant to the intercooler and change the oil, put the battery back up, but it's all done. I'm stoked. I just pulled the fuel pump fuse right here. It's a little yellow 30 amp fuse, 20 amp fuse. Sorry. And yeah, I'm going to try to prime this thing, get some oil into the turbo, and get the coolant pumping a little bit. Alright, that wraps it up. I just finished the install. I ran to get some oil in, primed the system a few times. I'm taking the car up to works tomorrow to be dyno tuned, and probably, I'll go over it again, make sure it's all bled and everything. But it's all set. I'm really excited for tomorrow. Hoping the car does good on the dyno. Thanks for watching, everybody, and subscribe, come back for more. I'm going to be making a lot more content coming up. Thanks again.